And there, I'll move on to the next subject here now. The subject is the Mahdia Commission of Inquiry. We noted sometime last week the members of the Commission of Inquiry were sworn in. I have a picture. I want to show it to my audience and to the students and get a comment on this thing. Look at the, yes, here it is. Oh, sorry about that. Let me, hold on. Let me pull it up again. Let me pull it up. Y'all bear with me a minute. Let me get this slide to show you this Mahdia Commission of Inquiry. Now, here we have, let me bring CC into the stream. Here we have the members of the Commission of Inquiry and, of course, the president. And I want to invite you to tell me what looks strange in this picture. Tell me what you believe, and I want my students to be observant. What looks strange in the picture? And that is apart from the fact, and that is outside the fact that the president looks, what you say, emaciated. He looks gaunt, right? Outside of that, what is wrong with this picture that we see here? And according to the picture, let me go forward and tell you the man on the extreme right is supposed to be the secretary to the commission. Then we have retired Major General Joseph Singh. Then we have the acting chief magistrate who would have sworn in the members. Then in the middle there with the cream jack is the president. Then we have to his left Dr. Kim Kite Thomas, I think is the last name. Then we have the man in the collar shorts, is another member of the Commission of Inquiry. And then we have to the extreme left of the president, to your right here, the Minister of Education, Priya Manik-Chan. So I asked, what is wrong with this picture? And let me tell you all my observation. This is the Commission of Inquiry being sworn in. And exactly, Barbara, come to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class. What is the Minister of Education, Priya Manik-Chan, doing at the swearing in of these commissioners? What is she doing there? What is she doing there? Isn't she likely to be a witness in this inquiry? Almost certainly, the Minister of Education will be a witness into this Commission of Inquiry because we have evidence that the UNICEF submitted a report which was commissioned by our ministry, and they pointed out some of the flaws, the fact that there was no sprinklers, no fire escape, and all of that in the building that was burned, all the grills and all of that. So why is the Minister of Education at the swearing in of the commissions for this Commission of Inquiry? So this thing starts off on the wrong foot. It starts off on the wrong foot with a potential witness to the inquiry being present at the swearing in. And that is why, so Barbara, again, you're the front of the class. Very good observation. Very, very good observation. What is she doing there? CC, can you explain why would a potential witness be at the swearing in of the commission?
Can't explain that, and I must say that we have bright students. Forrest Bunks, Barbara get it all right. What is she doing? And she's not a potential witness, as far as she's one of the main witnesses, a star witness in this matter. And what's she doing there unless they want to compromise this inquiry? What is Priya Manik-Chan doing there? She should be nowhere there. And then if we go further, I heard, by the way, that there are terms of reference, but I haven't seen any. I haven't heard of any. So you swearing people, you made them members of the commission, and there's no terms of reference. The president that said that their people he will use them to establish the terms of reference, which is completely out of order. No terms of reference. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna work on? Well, you better take it from there, man.
Yeah, but you understand, sometime yesterday, I think I saw some release from one of the online new agencies that some terms of reference were given because the question is asked, and they know the statement is made that the terms those references or the terms of reference do not have anything to do with compensation. So we have to wait. I think I am anxiously awaiting to see what the terms of reference are, because having a commission of inquiry is good, but is the terms of reference will tell you the scope of their work. The terms of reference to tell you what is it they can really examine. And in the absence of the terms of reference, we are no better off in determining what scope this commission has to examine this tragedy. And let me say this, as I've said before, I have a lot of confidence and faith in Major General Josing. I know him personally. I know Mr. Josing personally. I also know Dr. Kim Kite personally. And I have faith in these people and their competence. I don't know the third person, so I can't really comment on that. But let's see this thing. Let's start off on the wrong foot. You cannot have, somebody should have been able to tell a potential witness that you ought not to be anywhere near the commissioner this swearing in. And I hope and I pray that the Ministry of Education and the Minister of Education have nothing to do with the compilation of the terms of reference. I hope so. I hope that all of these potential witnesses and people who are likely to be found at fault did not have anything to do with the terms of reference. Other than that, you're only wasting time. You're only wasting time. And then I have some questions to ask, because again, this is something that happened in the interior at Mahdia. Where will the inquiry be conducted? I would expect that most of the hearings will be conducted somewhere nearby, where witnesses, the parents of those people who died, the parents of those who were injured, even the students who survived, can come and give evidence. So I don't expect that you'd want to bring them to Georgetown. So let's see where that will go. And then, I made a note too, there's no scene to visit really. Normally with something like this, the commissioners would have visited the scene to get a first-hand understanding of what took place. They don't break down, carry the debris, take the debris, and fill holes in the road. So you don't have debris and all of those things to look at. And that reminds me of when Big Dam burned down a few years ago, that the fire was a Saturday. And the very next day, you had heavy-duty machinery in the compound removing the debris. And after the removal or during the removal of the debris, the president is making statement that they're going to get overseas help to investigate the fire. Because at that time, they were convinced that they had overseas intellectual authors. So let's see where this will go. CC, let me hear your views on some of those other points.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's no scene. So what are they going to do? And I think they give them 2 months now to, and they said it might be longer than then, that the terms of reference is critical. The terms of reference is important. And it mustn't be nothing secretive. The public must know what is going on. It's a matter of public interest. And I know where they're going to visit some of those locations, some of the locations as a former commander of that location. The only way you can get is by helicopter, or you go through with some boat which will take you hours and anything. I know Joe Singh is okay with the terrain, but what about the other person? I think one is a female, and I have nothing against female, but it's going to be a rough thing to visit some of those areas to talk to people, or the people going to come to town. I don't know. But the whole thing appeared to have been compromised from the beginning, where the president said that the commissioners will help to design or put together the terms of reference. Nonsense. And as you rightly say, Paul, Ministry of Education shouldn't be part of it at all. No way.
And we have student Ray saying that is Joe Singh's first mistake. Yeah, I believe that it is a mistake to have had the Minister of Education there. Somebody should have been able to say, look, madam, you should not be anywhere around this thing. The optics is bad.